Okay, so over here we move on to section B now, and we will be dealing with Microsoft Excel. Okay, this is a spreadsheet assignment that has been given. Okay, task B1. It says the law agency offers gardening services in the UK. The spreadsheet's gardening contains information on gardening services. So do check your folder. You should have a file called gardening. We do have it. Let me open it up. And this is what I see. Okay. Then it goes on to say it has two worksheets, clients and details. Okay, so there are two worksheets here, clients and details are there. Okay, so far so good. And then it goes on to say some of the tasks require you to use both worksheets. Okay, so open the spreadsheet gardening and open the worksheet clients. So let's do that. Let's open up clients. So we have opened up clients and I'm going to zoom in from the bottom right. I'm going to be zooming in. Okay. And then it goes on to say, enter task B1, your name, candidate number, and center number in the header area. Okay. So we come into the insert tab and then we go into header and footer. Okay. So right now we are in the header. As you can see, we are in the header right now. So over here, I'm going to be typing task B1, name, candidate number, and my center number. Okay. Right. Now, as you would have noticed, the view has changed. Okay. Right now, we are in page layout view where the header and footer and all is visible. Okay. So I'm going to go back into normal view because what was supposed to be done has been done now. So I'm going to go back into normal view. Okay. There is no harm in continuing with this view, but I just prefer going back into normal view. So I'm going to come to the view tab and see right now we are in page layout. I'm going to go back into normal view. Okay. Right. So I'm now in normal view. Okay. Then the question paper goes on to say, insert a new row at the top of the spreadsheet and enter the heading garden service sales for week 21. Okay, so a new row at the top of the spreadsheet. So right now, this is the topmost part of the spreadsheet. So I need a row to appear above this. So very simply right click and say insert, and then say you want an entire row appearing. So you click on OK, and now you have an entire row here for you to put the heading. Okay. So over here, what was the heading? Garden service sales for week 21. So let's type it over here. Garden week sales for week 21. Is that correct or wrong? Let me just quickly confirm. Garden service sales, sorry. Garden service sales for week 21. Okay. So now you may wonder, well, some of the text is coming out of this cell and going into B and C. Well, don't worry. The past paper still hasn't given you instructions on what to do for that. Okay. So for now, just keep it as it is. Let's see what the past paper has to tell us. Okay. So the first one is done. Okay. Then the second one goes saying, set the heading row. Okay. The heading that you just went, that row, merge and center cells A1 to J1. And the cell shading should be dark gray. Okay. So A1 to J1 should be merged. So with the mouse, I'm going to click and select all the way up to J. Okay. So we are from A1 to J1. And I'm supposed to merge this. Merge it means make it one cell. Okay. So I come and click over here and say merge and center, which means make this one cell. And then the question paper also told us that the cell shading should be gray color. Okay, that's what they told us over here. Cell shading should be dark gray. So you can come over here in the home tab. You have cell fill. Okay, the fill color. And this is dark gray. So I'm going to take this fill. Okay. Next, it goes on to say set the formatting of the heading to. So it should be font size 18. It should be white color and it should be italics. Okay. So let's do that. So over here in the home tab, we have the font size. Let's change it to 18. Okay, let's make it white color. Here we have font color. So I'm going to make it white. There you go. And yeah, and italics as well. So you can use a shortcut key Control I, or you can come and click over here. So it becomes italics as well. Okay. Then the past paper goes on to say insert in the footer the text week 21 and automated date. Okay. So these two should be appearing in the footer. So yes, we go into the insert tab. Again, we go into header and footer. Now, when you click header and footer, it directly takes you to the header. So if you want to jump down to the footer, you can scroll down. You can click on one of these cells and scroll down all the way to the footer. Or what you can do is while you're in the header, in the header and footer tab, you get a button. When clicked, it takes you directly to the footer. Okay, so you can even click on that button. Okay, you just click on it and it jumps all the way to the footer. Okay, so either you can scroll or you can click on that button which appears in the header and footer tab. Okay, so over here, what we are supposed to type is week 21 and an automated date. So we type here week 21, keep a space, and we insert the date, current date. Over here, you can see we have current date. It comes in the header and footer tab. Okay, so we click on current date. So there you are, the date has appeared. So now our work with the footer is complete. Okay, so I'm going to come out of it. I'm just going to click on one of these blank cells. Okay, and then I'm going to go back into normal view. Okay, right now we are in page layout. Go back into normal, scroll up. That's where all our text is. Okay, then let's scroll down. So task B1A is now complete. Okay, we now move on to task B1B. This is where all the calculations and functions are going to come into place. Okay, so Mehdi wants you to use spreadsheet tools to analyze the data for the information included for Mr. White. Okay, use spreadsheet functions to display the cost of the makeover and display the cost of the lawn care. Okay, so let us first take care of this, display the cost of the makeover. So over here, you can see the cost column is there. So over here, the cost has to appear, but they have not told us a lot about what do we have to do to get the cost to, where is the values kept, all that they have not told us. So this is something on your own that you have to figure out. Okay, so you can see there is another worksheet called details, and when you come into the details worksheet, let me zoom in. When you zoom in over here, you can see that they say for the services, if the garden size is 1 and the size rate, which means size 1 means less than 20 square meters. So for makeover service, they charge £300, and for the lawn care service, they charge £60. For size 2, which is between this size range, they charge £500 for a makeover, and for lawn care, they charge £72. Okay, and so on. Okay, the details have been given based on the size. For a makeover, how much they charge, and for lawn care, how much they charge. Okay, and they have also told for hedge trimming, per meter, their charge is £4. For cutting disposal for cuttings disposal per meter, they charge £1. Okay, then there is also a tax, and their percentage for tax is 20% of the cost. Okay, so whatever it is, 20% is taken as tax charge. And then discount for services costing more than £800, they give a 15% discount. Okay, so this information has been given to us in the details worksheet. So using this information, you will have to complete the cost. Okay, right. So over here, we are supposed to calculate the cost for makeover. Now you would very simply think, okay, over here for makeover, what's the size? Size is 2. So the cost for size 2 makeover is how much? It's £500. And you may think, well, I can just simply type it over here. But that's not accepted because the past paper has very clearly told you that you have to use a function. Okay, so you have to use some sort of function and get the answer over here. Okay, so when you are taking values based upon the value that is here, which we call the lookup value, okay, you will be retrieving answers. You will be getting answers based on a particular value. We use a function called lookup, okay, because the cost will be appearing based on the size. Okay, based on the size, the cost will be appearing. Okay, so for this, we can use a function called lookup, or we can use a function called vlookup. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll use both functions, and then you decide which one you prefer to use. Okay, so we will start off with lookup. Okay, we will start off with lookup. So over here, I have the insert function button. Okay, I have the insert function button over here. I click on that and I search for lookup. Okay, so and I click on go, and over here I have lookup. So I will be going with the second option, lookup value array. Okay, lookup value array. I'll be taking this and I say okay. So now my computer is asking me lookup value. What does lookup value mean? What is the value that we are checking? Okay, what is the value that we are checking? Based on that, the cost is going to appear. So what is the value we are checking? We are checking the size. What is the size? So over here, D3 has appeared because our lookup value, the value that we are checking is D3. Okay. Then my computer asks me array. Array means where are your answers kept? Okay. Your answers, where are they kept? So I tell my computer, look, I have clicked over here. I tell my computer for the array, my answers are kept in the details worksheet. So over here, you can see it says details worksheet. From where to where? From here. Okay. So these are where all the sizes are. And now I also need to select the makeover column because that is where the answers are kept. You get it? Over here, we have the sizes. So I tell my computer all the sizes are over here. Okay. And now we are looking for the cost of makeover, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase this and come back and explain it to you again. Okay. Just bear with me. Okay. We are looking at the size. Based on the size, the cost is going to appear. Okay. Right now, we are looking for the cost of makeover. Okay. Just keep that in mind. Okay. Right now, we're looking for the cost of makeover. So first, our lookup value is the size, okay, which is why I have put D3 over here. Check the size, okay? Then array means where are all your answers kept? So in array, you have to tell your computer where is size 2 kept. And then you should also tell your computer, once you find size 2, this is the value you have to take. You get it? In array means where are your answers kept. So in array, you have to tell your computer where it can find size 2. So it can find size 2 in details. Then you should also tell your computer once it finds size 2, where is the answer kept? Where is the cost going to be kept? You should also tell that to your computer. Okay, so let's just follow with me. Okay, so now I have told the lookup value. I have said check the size, check size 2. Now the array, where are your answers kept? So I tell my computer, I have clicked here. It's in the details worksheet. It's in this column. Okay, so these are where all the sizes are. And you see the makeover values are over here. The makeover values are over here. So I press the control key. I press the control key and I select this column. Okay, so basically I have told my computer, check details worksheet from A3 to A7 and, comma, can you see, and check details from C3 to C7. Now, when my computer finds size 2, okay, it found size 2, it will simply go to the next column. It will go to the next column and see what is the value, and it will take that particular value. Okay, so right now, these are the two columns I have selected now. So once my computer finds size 2, it will simply go to the next column. So the next column is this column because this is the column I have selected. As you can see, C3 to C7. So in the next column, what is the value? The value is 500 pounds. So it will simply take 500 pounds and come and insert it in the client's worksheet cost column. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Let me click on OK and show you whether it works. Yes, it works. Okay, so let me explain the process that just happened here again. Okay, so what happens is when I inserted this formula, I told the lookup value is over here. So my computer came and checked here. What is here? Over here, size 2 is. Then my computer goes to the array. In the array, I have told my computer to come to the details worksheet and look from here to here. Okay, this is the first column I want my computer to go through. So my computer went through this column looking for size 2. It found size 2. Then in the array field, I also put comma and said, select this column, right? Okay, so once it finds size 2, it will simply go to the next column, which is the makeover column. So in the next column, what is the value next to size 2? It is 500 pounds. So it simply takes 500 pounds and inserts it over here. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, let's do for lawn care as well. Let's also do it for lawn care. So again, we come to insert function. Okay, and then I tell my computer, I go with lookup and I go with the second option, lookup value array. So what are we checking? We are checking the size. We're checking size. We're checking the value that is over here. Array, where are your values kept? Where are your values and your answers kept? Okay, so they are kept. First, make sure you have clicked this. They are kept in the details worksheet from here to here. So over here, the sizes are, and the answers for lawn care, the answers, the corresponding answers for the sizes for lawn care are from, don't forget to hold on to control. Do not forget to hold on to control from here to here. You get it? So I'm telling my computer, my answers are in this column as well as, so I'm telling my computer, first check this column. Once you find the answer, once you find the lookup value here, then come to the lawn care and see what is the value next to it. Okay, so I click on OK. So it says it's 72. Okay, now just let me explain again what happened over here. So I told my computer lookup value is size 2. Okay, lookup value is over here. Check this value, check what is over here. So my computer, when it finds size 2, Okay, then it comes to table array. What was in table array? In table array, I told my computer, go to the details worksheet and check from here to here. So from here to here, it checked where is size 2. Size 2 is over here. Then I told my computer, go to the next column. The next column was this column. I had selected this column, right? So it will come onto this column and see next to size 2, what is there? It is 72. So it will take 72 and place it over here. Okay, that's how this lookup works. Okay, I'm also going to do it in another way, which is something called vlookup. Okay, that's slightly longer, but I'll just show you how it works. So I'm going to delete both these values. I'm going to come to insert function and we're going to look for vlookup. So I have vlookup over here. So here my computer tells me, what are you searching for? Okay, based on what do we get answers? So I tell my computer our lookup value is here. We are checking this. Based on this only the answer will appear here. Then table array, where are your answers kept? Where are your values and all your answers kept? So I tell my computer they are all kept in the details worksheet. They are kept from here to here. Okay, now see there's a slight difference here. Here I selected all 3 columns. Sorry, all 4 columns I selected. Is it clear? Here I selected all 4 columns. The next question is column index number. I didn't click on it yet. Column index number means from the columns you selected, from the columns that you just selected. So I selected from A3 to D7 now. I just selected from A3 to D7. How many columns are there from A3 to D7? So you have column A, you have column B, you have column C, you have column D, which means you have selected 4 columns. Okay. So column index number means from these 4 columns that you selected, which column has the answer? Which column has the answer? So right now we are looking for values for makeover, right? Right now we are looking for makeover. No, right now we are looking for makeover. So which column has column number? What is makeover? Column number 3. Column number 3 is makeover. So for column index number, I simply put 3, which means the answer is in column number 3. Okay, now range lookup, I'm not going to explain it to you now because it's going to confuse you fully. Okay, so but it's not compulsory to fill this. You can leave this blank. Okay, but these 3 are compulsory to fill. Okay, so I'm only going to explain these 3. I'm not going to explain this. Okay, so I have told my computer from the 4 columns that I selected in table array, column number 3 only has my answer. So take the answer from column number 3 and I say okay. Okay, so I do the same for lawn care as well. Lawn care also I do the same thing. VLOOKUP, tell my computer, check whatever value is over here. All my values and answers are kept in the details worksheet from here to here. Okay, then my computer asks me, okay, which column has the answer? So right now we are looking for lawn care now. So lawn care is in the 4th column. The answers of lawn care in the 4th column. So for column index number, I say 4. Go and check the 4th column. And I say, okay, so it says 72. Okay, right. That's how you do it with VLOOKUP. Okay, so you can choose. I think lookup is much easier. Okay, right. Here it says enter a, so we have finished these two. These 2 we have done. Okay, the next one it says is enter a formula. So previously we had to use a function. Now we have to use a formula where you can type it yourself. Okay, so enter a formula to calculate the cost of hedge trimmings. Okay, so over here we are supposed to put the cost. Okay, so for hedge trimming, how many meters are they trimming? They're trimming 24 meters. Okay, so how much does it cost to trim 24 meters? In the details worksheet, you can see per meter, it costs 4 pounds. Okay, but this particular client has taken 24 meters. Okay, so what you can do is, remember, you're going to do a calculation now. All calculations in Excel begin with the equal symbol. Okay, so you first put the equal symbol. Okay, so we take the length. Okay, we take whatever the value is over here, which is the length, and we multiply it. So we put the star symbol multiplied by the cost per meter. Now the cost per meter, I think it was, how much was it? It was 4 pounds. You can either simply type 4 over here. You can type 4 over here, not a problem. Or what you can do is you can simply multiply it by the cell address. You get it? You're telling your computer, can you see guys? E5 multiplied by the details worksheet, whatever is in C9. Is it clear? You're telling your computer, E5 multiplied by the details worksheet, whatever is in C9. Now remember, the formula is still open. So whatever you click now will get recorded into the formula. Is it clear? So now I'll just show you another example. Look, right now it has recorded E5 into details worksheet C9. Now, if you go and click on something else, it'll put that over there. So be very, very careful. Okay, I'm going to come back here. Be very careful. Now your formula is complete now. Now your formula is complete. Don't go to come and click back again on clients. The formula will change again. Is it clear? Your formula is now complete. So press enter so that you can come out of it. Press enter and come out of it. Okay. So 24 meters of trimming has been done. Each meter is 4 pounds. So the total is 96 pounds. The charge is okay. The cost is going to be 96 pounds. Okay. Again, for cuttings disposal, okay, the charge per meter is 1 pound. Okay. Over here, they have how many meters has happened? 24 meters is there. Okay. So once again, we put the equal symbol because all formulas begin with equal the length multiplied by, in the details worksheet, they have told us how much it is per meter. Okay, so look, my formula is being recorded. Okay, because I put the equal symbol, I'm still inside it. Okay, now once you have done the selection, okay, do not go and click here and there because you're still inside the formula. You have to come out of it now. So press enter and come out of it. Okay, press enter and come out of it. Now you have come out of it. So it says 24 into 1 pound is 24. Okay, right. I mean, if you are having confusion and my explanation is not very good, do check the description of the video. You can get in touch with me, and as soon as possible, okay, I'll try to get back to you. Okay, right. Moving on, the next one, it says use one spreadsheet function to calculate the cost of all services provided. Okay, so we have to use a spreadsheet function over here. Okay, so over here, we are supposed to calculate the cost of all the services, which means we have to add up all these values. Okay, so there is a function called sum. Sum will simply add all these values. Sum will simply add all these values. So we go into the home tab, okay, and we insert a function, okay, and we search for sum. Okay, so we take sum. So the computer asks, okay, from where to where do you want to add them? Okay, number one, from where to where? So we want to add from here to here. This is where we want to add them. We want to add from F3 to F6. And we click on OK. So it tells us the total cost is 692. Now, this is one way of doing it. There's another way where in the home tab, you get something called auto sum. Okay, so when you click on auto sum, it asks, do you want to add from F3 to F7? So we don't want to take F7. We want to stop at F6, isn't it? So just click over here, remove 7 and put 6 over there. You're done. Add from F3 to F6. The next question, enter a formula to calculate the amount of tax on the services provided. Okay, so we have to now calculate the tax. So over here, they told us tax is how much? Tax is 20%. Okay, so basically we have to take 20% of the total cost, isn't it? So once again, we start with equal because all calculations in Excel start with the equal symbol. So equal, okay, 692 times. Now you can type 20% over here, not a problem, but I would always recommend refer to the cell so that if the value in the cell changes, automatically this would get updated. Okay, so refer to the cell. So you come into the details worksheet. The formula is still open. Can you see? Formula is still open. So you come to the details worksheet and you click on this. Okay, so can you see it has got recorded F8 multiplied by details worksheet D12. Okay, now remember the formula is still open. So if you go and click on anything else, that will also get recorded in the formula. So be very careful. You have completed the formula now. So simply press enter so that you can now come out of the formula. So when you press enter, now you have come out of the formula. So now basically the computer is telling us 20% of 692 is 138.4. Okay, tax is 20% now. So 20% of 692 is 138. Okay, the next thing the past paper tells us is display the cost of services including tax. The cost of services including tax. Okay, so now we have to tell what is the amount with tax. So very easy. They have told us to use a function again. Sorry, they have told to insert a formula. So very simple. You can very simply say equal this value plus this value. Isn't it? This is the cost, this is the tax. We need to add the two, and we will now know what is the cost of services, including tax. Okay, so remember, you're still inside the formula. So press enter and come out of it. Okay, you have now come out of the formula. Now, the next question is, use one spreadsheet function in the discount column. Okay, one in the discount column. Okay, so which is over here. Okay, which is over here. Okay, display the total cost of services including discount if the cost of services including tax is more than £800. If there is no discount available, 0 should appear in the cell. Okay, right. Now just give me a second to understand. Display the total cost of services. Sorry, use one spreadsheet function in the discount column 2. In the discount column 2,